Hi everyone, this is Andrea Smith with her regular Wednesday masterclass. I'm a stress resilience coach, cognitive behavior therapist, and author of my first book, Feel Less, Live More. Today, I'm going to discuss 5 psychological backed strategies to build better habits. Building better habits is often about you developing a relationship with yourself. It can be forgiving your younger self for any past mistakes, bad habits, and allows you to move on and grow. Or it could be creating your future self, a vision of your future self that gives you direction and motivation. And also believing in your present self, in yourself that gives you the confidence to chase your goals and your dreams. Now, there's 4 stages of better habit building, and they are cue, craving, response, and reward. Now, these stages make up a loop that drives your behavior and can be used to build new habits. Here are the 4 stages in detail. So what's the cue? It is a trigger that signals the start of a habit loop. So it can be like at the start of a day or a specific location or an emotional state or any other cue that sets your habit in motion. Craving. After the cue, your brain experiences a craving for the reward associated with the habit. This craving creates a motivation and drives your behavior. Your response. It's action you take in response to the cue. It's an actual habit you want to build. And reward is what you get after completing this habit. It's that reward that reinforces the behavior that makes it more likely that you will repeat that habit in future. Now, to build effective new habits, you must or should have 5 psychological based strategies like reason or a trigger or a micro habit or effective practice and a plan. So what is reason? It's the reason you start, to have the strong reason of wanting to build a habit. My reason in January 2023 to build a strong habit of walking or exercising every day, even short exercise sessions, is because I wanted to stay fit and healthy and look after my physical and become a healthy person. This reason motivated me to keep focused when things got tough and it got really cold. So the second trigger, you find that the trigger will start this habit loop. So it's something, it was easy to remember that I encountered regularly. So I wake up in the morning and my walking clothes were out. So I'd remember that, I'm going to go walking this morning for about 20 minutes or for however long I chose to. Now, micro habit, I started small. So I started with this micro habit that was easy, just 20 minutes walk around the block, so that it helped me build momentum and get me right on track to become my healthier self. Effective practice. So I chose to practice every single day. First, it was 3 days a week, then it was 5 days a week, and now I'm up to 7 days to make sure I practice it regularly, consistently, and correctly. Now, my plan was, I created a plan to stick with that habit over long term. Even if it's raining, then I had a really nice raincoat. Even if it was, really cold as it's been recently here in the UK, I was able to overcome that obstacle and deal with the setback. So I was able to put nice walking shoes on and a nice coat. So having a plan is really good. Now, before I started this habit, I needed to change my belief before I changed the habit. So if you have the same belief, then that bad habit will continue. And how can you change it? So no matter how amazing people are that can help you, there's not a single person that can change the way you think about your habit. So therefore, it should be how you feel and what your beliefs are about it. You can believe almost anything, but your bias will show and that habit won't change. So I told myself, it's this way. If I do this, then I will become my healthier self. And I held on to it. So that habit will stay forever. So I chose to go deep and ask myself questions of how strongly I want that habit to stay. Now, many people are interested in establishing better habits. There are easier and harder ways to do this. The more affinity we have for developing some habits than others, but when I utilize that knowledge, it became that habit curation was easier. So I made it a game. I turned habit building into a game by creating a score system. Each time I was successful in completing, that habit and that desired behavior, and bonus points for doing it with a smile, even through the rain. So I made it like a party. My habit was more fun when I went for a walk with a friend and I listened to some music. So getting together, we challenged each other and we built this habit and celebrated each time we reached this milestone together. Now, I gave this habit a theme song, so I would listen to it every time. It was very upbeat. It was a catchy song. I associated that with my new habit. So every time I heard it, it reminded myself, because my alarm was that song. So it was time to get up and get going. I also, turned it into like a cartoon. I imagined that habit as a cartoon, a character. It was funny. It had a quirky personality. It made me easy to remember. And I injected some humor in walking out every day in that freezing cold. Like I said, I also found a habit buddy, like a person who had the same goals and who made me accountable so that my habit stuck. And my habit building was so much more fun. So thank you for watching me today. Please jump on a call with me in a strategy session. I'm coming up with a group program, so I'd really be excited to see if you're interested. So message me in the comments, and I look forward to next Wednesday where I deliver another masterclass. Bye for now.